Whoop. Hi. Do some more drawing, shall we? Yeah, because I was going to draw anyway, so I figured I may as well just go live, so here we are. I'm still mainly getting set up. I don't even have my music ready yet, but I thought I'd hit the live button in case anyone wants to jump in and see me get going. Let's see here. You can't see that, right? No, you can't. Excellent. Very good. Where's the playlist again? There it is. Play all. Excellent. I'll let the song play out. I usually just skip this one because it's usually the first one, so. But hey, what? That's right. It's okay. Alright, so. The goat is revived. That's me. Hey, what up? Nikiovsky? Like Persona 4 Revival, right? Get it? Yes, exactly. But what I'm currently animating is I'm currently animating Yosuke for the sea.
Dude, sweet!
So he kind of looks like that. And I've done all this before here.
We made dinner, you guys. Eat up.
So I've done all that so far. I'm currently working on
Dude,
all this over here, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. Right back on that shit. Okay, I didn't draw that one. Let's see. So let's do that now then. So let me know how the volume is. It should be fine, but I could always turn it down if needed. Just get my tablet in position. There we go. Okay, tablet's running fine, right? Yes. I forget what it was. It was like one stream I tried to do it and my tablet settings weren't working correctly. And I had to like literally reset my whole entire PC to get working again, so. Oh yeah, so I should post this in the Discord, shouldn't I? Let's forget. Hang on one second. Let's go to my actual page. Oh, I hit myself. Okay. Discord. So if anybody wants the Discord link, I can post it in the chat. It's more or less just to know when I'm going live with these streams, so at this point. Actually, what was my last? Oh goodness, my last one was like a month ago. Oops. Uh-oh. My bad. I'll post it here. And I'll also post it on Tumblr as well. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit tired, so I'm not exactly like the highest of my energy. Because yeah, honestly, I just like felt like just drawing. I didn't feel like watching anything and like playing the games or anything. So I was like, you know what, I might as well just get some drawing done. And in that process, I was like, you know, let's go live. So. Here I am. Let me actually turn this down a little bit. It sounds a little bit loud on my end, so. Got like a sliver. think if it's like as loud as my voice, it's alright. Actually, let me check the levels. Hang on. Let's see if it... It's fine. That should be right. It's like when I like speak like casually, it should be as loud as I am just like speaking like normally. But if I project my voice, it's a bit more like this, right? So it gets a bit louder. Correct, yes. But regardless, you should be able to hear it over the music. Actually, maybe. Oh, I feel like I need to like crack my back. I don't know, that's better. Goodness. So I just got up like from my couch. I actually was playing some games with my friend, but he headed off, and I was like, "Do you want to fill it? Do you want to play anything else?" Not really, so. Because I was half debating if I want to do a game stream over on Twitch, and I'm like, no, I don't really feel like it, so. I do feel like I need to do have some more energy for that, so. Where this is a bit more laid back, right, so. Exactly. Where I just slowly go along one by one. Yeah, speaking of things that have been happening, I did see the Iron Lung movie yesterday, and it wasn't too bad. I definitely enjoyed it. Like, though I reckon, because I'm familiar with the game, and they don't actually do much. They don't actually like explain much about like what's going on and whatnot. I guess that's like in the game, you have to kind of figure that out for yourself, same kind of deal. But you know, in a context from game to movie, it's like in the game you can fiddle around, you can work it out, but in a movie it's completely different. So I can imagine people that are watching the movie that aren't familiar with the game being completely lost. But overall, I did enjoy it. I'd say it wasn't too bad. Not the best movie I've ever seen, but certainly not the worst. Like, that was my review that I gave to my friends. I'm like, yeah, you can go check it out if you want. I mean, it's good, but it's not amazing or anything. Those kind of vibes, I guess. Cool, my thumb's already getting a bit sore. I did draw a little bit earlier this weekend, but I don't know. I think I wanted to draw a bit more, but I don't know, I kind of felt a bit unmotivated. Oh, it's that, and as well, I guess I actually do some things this weekend, so. Because usually most weekends I'm pretty much just home all weekend. Don't really do anything, so. But this weekend I was like, you know what, I'll actually go make an effort to actually go out and see something. And at the end of the day, it wasn't really any different than me just staying here and watching something, but the only difference is I needed to watch it somewhere else with some other people that I didn't talk to and spend money on, right? I think it was, I booked my ticket online Or like I'll book it like right in the middle of the theater, it'll be fine. And there was another guy who also saw the movie by himself, and he sat right next to me, so but we didn't say anything the whole entire time, so that's fine. To anybody else walking in, I guess we look like two guys that were hanging out, but I didn't know him and he didn't know me, and we didn't say a word. Time for Yosuke. You really like him in the anime, right? It's been a minute since I watched the animated, the animation. Because I remember I watched it once, and that's before I even like watched the playthrough of the game itself. So, because ironically, I watched the anime, I watched the playthrough of the game, and then I played through the game. So I did it in that order. So, ironically. Because for like the longest time, I didn't have any means of actually playing the game for myself. Because it was locked behind the PS2 and or Vita, and I never either of those. So I'm like, well, watching somebody else play through is going to be the next best bet, right? So, but eventually it became available to me, so I did play through it myself. BS music, right? Damn. It's like Third Strike and Marvel vs. Capcom 2. They don't make games like that anymore. No, This is Third Strike, right? Yeah. Yosuke's the best broske. He's your number 1 second banana, right? I think it's was it Alex is getting added to Street Fighter 6 soon, right? I kind of want to check him out, so I think I might do exactly that. I've always like wanted to get back into fighting games, but I just haven't done the time for it anymore. So, because I remember I used to play like Street Fighter 4 fucking like every day, but these days I'm like far too busy, so I don't time anymore. I like it better in your animated version, plus the voice actor is really good with the dude, right? Yeah, forget, who is it? The guy who, like, did the voice. But I remember he did, like, reach out to me after he saw it, which was great, so that's always good to see. Because I think he wanted to get credit on Newgrounds for it. I'm like, yeah, man, sure. Because you can collaborate on Newgrounds by adding other members, be like, this person was involved and this person was involved, but they have to get approved though, so you just can't add people for the sake of adding people. But I don't think he's actually, I think it was fairly active on Twitter. I don't think I've seen it recently though, so to be fair, it could be the algorithm hiding it under what you really are looking at, right? No, my phone's too full of girls and boobs. No, I can't see the stuff that I want. No. Because let me see here. Newgrounds. Let me see real quick. Oh, goodness, I got 7 alerts here. You can tell how often I come to Newgrounds. Jesus. What's it? I get Seiyu Rinath. But I think he goes across something else on Twitter. Chris Zambellis, there you go. What was it? His last tweet was oh, he did like a Yusuke voice for something that came out recently. Interesting. Oh, I say recently, as in recently, but it was last year. But it was like one of those like where they take screen caps and they chuck text on top of it. Interesting. Yeah. Excuse my French. Right, you're up, Kieran. Good to see ya. Now I'm checking my fucking Twitter shit. I have alerts. Gotta check them out. Alright. Oh my god, I must watch and or pay attention. Algorithm, get sucked in. One thing I'd be very curious about how the characters from Persona 2 Internal Punishment would look. Oh, and like the style? The noodle arms you draw are also very funny. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's also kind of like some weird bone structure with characters that I draw. I'm not sure exactly where that came from, but I remember I did grow up watching like a lot of like Nickelodeon cartoons, so maybe it would have came from that. So I don't know, can't exactly tell you. But I think it was growing up, there used to be a programming block after school, which was ABC Kids, Australian Broadcasting Network. And I think it was like 2 hours, 3 hours worth of cartoons. And they used to get like a bunch of American programming, like a lot of Nickelodeon cartoons. But there's also a lot of like UK programming as well. And I think actually going back and like watching a lot of those UK shows, like, oh yeah, I was kind of nostalgic for that. Like, check them out. And my god, those UK shows are boring as hell. Like, nothing happens. Like, but as the kid, you're like, yay, cartoons, it moves. Right. But I think like my style is like, I've like emulgated it from like bits and pieces that I've seen. It's like, oh, I want to check that out. Well, I want to see if I can do that. Do something like that, right? So, inspired by something, and just my brain just latched onto it. It's somewhere in there, so... Bones can be liquid, exactly. You're at work, so you gotta bounce in a second. I'll let you know a lot of your bits I've been watching, so literally 11, now you're 18. Alright. Exactly. I'm from Greece, we had Nickelodeon 2, but it closed down just a month. Final broadcast. Oh no, I'm guessing like the network, right? Yeah, I think it was here we had Foxtel, and it was the Nickelodeon network. But it was like more or less they licensed like cartoons, so you got like, they had like a block of cartoons. So in there sometimes was Angry Beavers, and like sometimes Rugrats, just like whatever they get their hands on, really. So there's also stuff like Bump in the Night and Brum the Car and Charlie Chalk, and there's like a bunch of like random cartoons that you can plop your kid down in front of while your parents are making dinner or whatever. So it got renamed, rebranded, something else along those lines. Oh really? So Nickelodeon got bought out and got rebranded. Hopefully it didn't go the same way that Fox Kids did. I remember Fox Kids was so good. I used to love Fox Kids. It was so good. And then like it just died. I'm like, oh. I'm not sure what happened, but it just, I don't know, one day just disappeared. It wasn't there anymore, so bizarre. I mean, one broadcasted cartoon that was extremely popular was Yokai Watch. It was more popular than Pokemon at one point, but nobody remembers that well. Right. I think they tried to make that take off much like Pokemon did. And I'm guessing it was popular for a bit, but yeah, I don't remember anybody talking about that. But yeah, that's kind of like same formulaic vibes. It might be the way that stuff is nowadays. It's like toys aren't really that popular. If they made it like an app-based thing, maybe, but when it's like solely a cartoon that's designed to make toys, like that doesn't really fly anymore. So the one with the Australian girl that explored Africa with her family was one of my faves. Oh yeah, Wild Thornberrys, right? I do remember that one as well. I think we had that at one point. so that's going to be the very highest point there. Okay. In between here. So cool seeing you stream again. I remember watching you stream like a dragon in Persona 3. Ah, cheers. Yeah, welcome back then. Yeah, I think I stopped that because it slowly became like less and less popular over time. Because I think like everyone enjoyed watching me play through Persona 3, but I think as soon as I started Like a Dragon, everyone was like, oh god, another ARPG, so I just stopped and started tweeting it. So I started streaming my video games over on Twitch, so yeah, I always wanted to like stream art, so I thought this would be like more reasonable. Because not to give any numbers away, but I was like bleeding subs like crazy when I was like streaming games. Because like one of the other thing, people are like, you know, this is gonna become like a gaming channel. I'm out of here. I subscribe to cartoons, right? So, and I fully understand. You come from one thing and suddenly doing something else. I'm like, well, I'm not here for this. Goodbye. Right. But I might try to stream the Persona 4 revival. But I might do it at such a much slower pace though, so I might do like one stream every month versus one stream every week. I'll do that anyway. I mean, even my R streams are becoming monthly at this point, but I was like, I'm gonna do it every weekend. Goodness, the last time I did stream art was like almost a month ago, so. What if toys get replaced by AI? Babies get to play with lines of code instead of Lego. Right. Well, I think a lot of people are predicting the AI bubble's gonna burst soon, but we'll see. We shall see if that happens or not. We'll watch every second of your stream. Ah, appreciate it. Well, I guess you can always watch it later, but I'm not sure if anybody's gonna watch me slowly draw art at a later point. But I guess it could be good for like background noise, but I could see it'd be different if it was a game, right? But yeah, I'll definitely look into that when that eventually comes out, so absolutely. And I think obviously, like, you know, people are here for Persona anyway, so that'd be probably something that'd be interesting to check out regardless. Even if they're on the fence of buying it on their own, they'd be like, oh, what does this character's voice sound like? What does that character's voice sound like? Because obviously people know the story inside and out, backwards to forwards, but be more for that. See how it looks. I guess it didn't more look anything. It'd probably look something like Persona 3 Reload, because most notably Persona 4 was built pretty much just on the Persona 3 engine, and it was made in like a year span between Persona 3 and 4, which I didn't actually know about, which is crazy. So I'm assuming they're going to do the exact same treatment. Would make sense. AI talk was always so mixed. One side says makes it look so industrial revolution, like Child's Play. The other side is saying it'll just be like every other super significant event. Well, if anything, it should be a tool that people should use. It should be like made to the public, but everyone's trying to use it to get rich now. So, right. But I think I might have said this last time I streamed, but I think it's like there's one AI company and they're predicting within like 2 years they're gonna run out of money, so I think the interest in AI is just slowly waning out. People are like, oh, I can do all this cool stuff, and then what? Even like a lot of people are getting very suspicious, so of how things are and whatnot. So you can't trust anything now, right? Yo, what up, Chisora? Is that an ogre? What is that? I can't tell. What? It's too small. I can't see it. I can't even like. And on Twitch you can like mouse over, so you can be like, this is what this is, but you can't do that on Twitter. On YouTube, it looks like. I can't see it. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens with AI with the next couple of years. And even if it does start, you know, keep on progressing and you can't really tell the difference between AI and real shit anymore, I'll just still keep on making art, so I'll keep drawing lines one at a time. Even if some algorithm comes out, you can make cartoons with the button. You press the button and you can make a whole 24-minute cartoon with a button. I'll be like, no thanks. If you can press a button and it's done, what's the point? It's all about the joy of creation. And if it was too easy, I really wouldn't bother. Because I think that's like what drew me to animation in the first place, is like how much freedom you have of what you can create. Because I remember most notoriously, I said this in earlier streams, I used to like make comics, but it was so limited that I was like, you know what? I don't want to make comics anymore. So it gradually just moved from one thing to the next until I eventually landed on animation. So we're running out of money, and our water supply cooled down. CPUs are drying. What do we do? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I think it was it Zane Little made that cartoon where like everyone's asking ChatGPT of what to do. Even the president's like, I don't know what to do. Like everyone's like asking it for advice. Hopefully it's not gonna get to that point, but I don't know. I think I haven't like ever used AI since for like anything. I mean, I'll use Google, but even like the AI pops up for that, I'm like, piss off. I don't care, man. I'll figure it out with my own brain. Thank you. Oh, I forgot to draw like a thing in the middle of it. Uh-oh. Where are we? Oh dear. It was for this one, right? Oh, jeez. Okay, that's fine. I can just draw it there. That's alright. Actually, check this jacket off. Actually, it's getting a little bit warm. It was quite cold, but now it's warming up. Now the sun is coming up. Ooh. Let me go right there. Excellent. Also, I'm expecting delivery soonish, so I'm gonna have to jump up. Actually, when is that coming? Hold on. Where's my phone? Ah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I think it's supposed to come at around about 11. 12-ish, and it's 10:30 now, so soon. But I think I get a text when it gets delivered soon. So even if I don't hear it, I don't hear them dropping it off because I'm currently wearing headphones. I'll be able to check my phone too. Right. Showing everything makes it greater than, or at least makes up the destination. The use of AI is making us skip to the goal at every single thing we do is made fun from the journey. Exactly. Like, I think like even working on this project has made me appreciate the process. I think that's how it used to be with cartoons. Like I was always like rushing to finish the cartoon so I could work on the next one, right? So because like I used to like make like a lot of like original content because I'm like, oh, you know, I used to be like a fan of like a lot of original series myself, like original like Flash series on Newgrounds. And I thought being like, oh, if I make something like that, I could be popular too, right? Not that I ever really cared about being popular, but you know, would be nice. But yeah, I was like always like rushing to finish cartoons, so I gotta like work on the next one, so get that output going. And I was like, I don't need this scene, I can cut that out, cut out this line of dialogue, trimming them the cartoon. Because then I have less to work on, right? And I can get it done faster. By working on this project, I couldn't cut anything out, so that's what made me appreciate the process much more. Because every single second has to be on screen and working accordingly. Even though there have been some bits and pieces that haven't really worked as intended. Yeah, there have been some like points where I'm like, I'll animate something, I'm like, that doesn't really look that great. Yeah, whatever, I'll just move on. So I think it was in, I forget if it was in the second part or the third part, where Chie goes, "You guys are jerks, wah," and runs away. Like the run that she does with that, it's like, that doesn't look really that great, but I think at that point I was like, you know, I'll just done, I'll just move on. So I should have actually like went back and redid it, but it's alright. Too late now. I mean, it makes it more funny, right? I did it on purpose, right? Yeah, excellent. It's great still seeing the effort put in. Yeah, exactly. And if it wasn't like making like this, I don't think, yeah, I definitely wouldn't bother, so. I know. Cheers, run as part of the charm, right? And it could grow on me eventually, but if I like rewatch it and it's like, if I see it now, it's like, still could have made it better, but I guess that does come with like any like animator or like any like piece of art that you like work on. Yeah, I think I was like notoriously, it was some Pixar animators that I remember hearing the behind the scenes commentary of. And I remember like a lot of their shots, because obviously like each animator gets their own shot to work on. And they get like the character models and they can animate them accordingly and then go from there. And one guy was like, whenever I like finish my shot, I always like watch it back. It's like, oh yeah, I should push it harder. I should have pushed it harder. And I think it was when he was saying that his shot for The Incredibles that he did. He was like, I think I finally did it. I think it got to the point where it's like, yeah, I just pushed it just enough. It looks pretty good, so. But it could also be like, you know, a sense of like practice over time. Eventually, it gets to a point where you kind of, your own craft is kind of, it's the point where you're like satisfied with your own work, right? Versus, it looks like shit. So I think that happens with like every artist that always like look back on their old work. It's like, yeah, this looks like crap. But everyone's like, oh, so fine. It's like, yeah, it looks like kind of not great. Like even that's happening with part 1. If I go back and watch part 1, I'm like, yeah, it kind of looks kind of shitty. So compared to what I'm currently working on, so that's always happened with all my cartoons. But sometimes it is cool, you know, watch stuff back, like when you're done with it. It's like, I made that? Crazy. But at the same time, it could be better, right? It's like running that fine line. What you see as flaws, others see as part of the charm of the video. Yeah, I suppose so. Okay, so for the hair here... Okay, so I still want it trailing behind at this point, right? Yes. So I want to get close to the red. So that kind of flicks up. Yes. Also, I think I did add some more songs to this playlist, but obviously the old ones are still gonna play, so. One guy said the part where she says, "You guys are jerks," and then run away made them so sad. Yeah, I know, right? I think it was actually somebody who did point that out. They're like, "It looks kind of weird." I'm like, "You're right." At the same time, you can't like let that like one negative comment get to you. I think it was Eager Raptor. He used to talk about that back in the day when he was like super popular. He was like the #1 like big animator on Newgrounds. He was like, I get thousands of comments being like, "Oh, this is great," and I get one negative comment. Somebody says, "This sucks." I'm like, "You're right." He knows. So it's like always the one negative thing sticks out. But at the same time, that's exactly how like the human brain works, right? You always remember the mistakes and the bad times. It's more or less, you know, a way that the human brain works and learns is to remember the bad shit so you don't make that mistake again, right? But at the same time, you do dwell on like the bad things for that reason, so. That should be fine, right? Yeah. Cool. And that looks like this.
Dude, sweet.
Cool.
Sweet.
So I want this to be like one smooth motion, and hopefully that should work out accordingly. Oh, excuse me. Actually, mine. Oh no, that can work out. Oh, I'll need to. Yeah, I know exactly what I need to do then. Okay. Yep. And then, oh, might need to change the basing with this one then. That's fine. That's okay, I can do that. That's all right. I get it. It's just I need to make it. The top part, I need to make it a bit slower here. If that makes sense, okay. Like, I know exactly what to do, it's just hard to explain. Yeah, I think that might come from like the way that I like animate stuff myself. It's always very hard to explain it, but I know exactly what to do, so. This year is in the making. Can't wait to see it completed. Yeah, it's. I don't think it's going to get completed by this year, but we'll see. I don't know. I mean, what scene are we on? We're on scene 9, and there are. Where are we? Where's my schedule at? It's what, 18 parts? So I don't think this year. Maybe not this year. But hey, man. If I'm gonna get it finished by this year, you'll be the first to know. Actually, I do have some time off coming up soon, so if anything, I might try to work on this as much as I can during that time, so. Time of work, to be clear. And during that time, I will be home, so why not? I think it's like every single time I have some time off from work, all my workmates are always like, "Oh, did you go anywhere?" I'm like, "Nope." Because number one, I just kind of like want to relax and just chill. Just don't have to worry about work for like a couple of weeks. And number two, I usually don't have enough money, so that's usually is how it is. My job pretty much pays enough to keep me steady. I can pretty much pay for rent and food and any other bits and pieces that I need, and that's it. So, just don't ask anybody about my video game obsession, please. Yeah, to be fair, I have actually like cut down on games recently. Because I think it was like not a while ago, like I was like buying games that were like brand new, and I'm like, I'll play that someday, and like I'll never touch it. So, or I'll either I'll play it once, and then it's like I'll never play it again. So, it's like when there's like $100 a pop, it kind of adds up, right? So, ugh. Yeah, but the thing is, actually, I've been like putting games on my wish list or whatever it is, or watch list. So when it actually goes on sale, then I buy it. So. And usually, if it's only like 50% off or lower or higher, I should say. It's like 35%. Not enough. Sorry. I can wait. It ain't going nowhere. Do I need to play it today? I don't need to. It'd be cool, but I don't need to. And I think if anything, like I more or less like enjoy more retro games anyway. I think actually I've been recently going back and revisiting Earthbound again, because that's a game I've been like 4 times now, I think. So, but that's a game I can like beat in like 2 days if I like keep on it. But I've just been like slowly playing through it, like 20 minutes at a time, half an hour at a time. So. Just in my free time, I'm like chilling out, so. Sorry, I can't. 1 second. Where's the thing? There it is. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, this project will get here eventually. Just gonna slowly keep on working on it. And eventually get there. I think it was actually this scene in particular. How long have I actually been working on this scene for? Because if I go back and I check my older streams, I don't actually like do like everything. Also, we said nice animation. Oh, cheers. What is it? If I go live, yeah, because this scene Oh yeah, I think it's like I started like broadcasting myself working on this scene, I think during Christmas, so around about 2 months now. So you can definitely tell how long this shit takes. And what the scene is like. Where is it? Where's the time code? 19 seconds long, so and I've still got all this left to go, so I'm like halfway through it. To be fair, it's like not too much, but it's like this part's gonna be like the most grueling part.
Wait.
That part there, so but I'll slowly get there as we see fit. Right. That's tomorrow's problem. Ooh. So what's this one for? Oh, I'm on the wrong. Oh, it's from dancing. I wonder what sounds a bit different. I see. God, I'm like, it's from Persona, but what's not different? I thought it was from like Persona Q or something. Actually, I should look into that. Putting some stuff from Persona Q in this playlist. That's a good idea. Because I remember that was a game I was something like, I think like 30 hours into, but I got to a point where I couldn't actually progress with that game. I got stuck for whatever reason. I had like a big wall because there was like enemies that would instant kill you, and there was one like hallway that was like 3 tiles wide. I'm like, I can't get past this guy. Like he instant kills me every time. So what was that throw up scene? Oh, that's when Yosuke he goes, "Oh man, I can't wait to," and he's like, obviously he's about to try the food, and he throws up instantly. So I think for that, what I'm gonna do is like the second I touch his mouth, like before it even enters his mouth, he's gonna throw up. So yeah, but I think actually a lot of the keyframes for this scene are done because I was actually gonna send it to somebody else to animate. So I think when I ended up getting the animation back, more or less he took like a lot of the keyframes, and he didn't really do like in between it like I wanted. So I'm like, yeah, this is gonna look kind of inconsistent between your style and mine. So if anything, I think I'll just do it myself. So the thing I was like up the scene back relatively quickly. I'm like, that was fast. I'm like, oh, that's why it was fast. He like just drew over my drawings. I see. Which is what you're supposed to do, but I expected him to in between as well, but he didn't do that. Well, to be fair, I didn't tell him to do that, but I thought it was implied, right? Oh well. Yeah, though at the same time, I guess if I'm doing it all myself, I can shape it exactly how I want it to. Because even with some scenes, it's like, I'll add like one extra keyframe for that tiny bit of extra movement, or like that tiny, like little extra tiny bit of movement. Add like a couple of extra frames that nobody but me will notice. So. But I'm like, ooh, it's so smooth. I think it was like with part 3, I wanted to blur the line where like a character would start moving and they'd stop moving. So I think I just drew an excessive amount of frames for that one, so I think. Actually, let's go back in. Do I actually have all the files? Hold on. Let's go back to the test, shall we? Save this. I think I've got the part 3 files on here. I know I don't have the part 1 or 2 files, so those are my old computer. Part 3? Oh yeah, here we are. Part... what is that? 34 scenes? Oh my goodness. Holy crap. No wonder this took so long. Part 24. Here we are. That's like a relatively simple part. There's like barely anything going on it. But I think you can definitely see. Actually, can you? Oh yeah. You can definitely see how I did that. I think I did like a bit of like extra shading on this. That's cool. Interesting. Was that an extra keyframe I noticed in every scene? Right. Or more an extra like frame. Just for the extra like smoothness and slow down. Right. Not keyframe, I think I said the wrong term, but you know. You get the gist. Open like key, yeah, like scene 8. What is this? Why is there so many? What the hell? What is this? Oh yeah, that's for Margaret, right? It was really cool how I did this though. It's like I hid her in the text bubble. Like nobody really picked up on this, but the way that I did it was really cool. Because she's inside it obviously, but I like drew behind it, and then I did like a what is it? A mask. So it looks like she's inside it, but yeah, I think anybody actually picked up on that too. But yeah, I love that little detail that I did. How she kind of like points outside the window and it kind of moves with her. There's like little tiny details that I do like that. I'm like, oh, that's so cool, but like nobody gives half a fuck. So it's like, oh man. And then she like takes her hand out as it closes. Oh, it's so cool though. But nobody cares. Oh well. It is what it is. Anyway, stop reminiscing. Make some progress, will you? Jeez. What else am I here for? Yeah, I wonder if I should do that for part 3. Because I've been doing those commentary bits for my old parts, and I wonder if I should do that for part 3. But I eventually get around to that. Go into the actual files, so I can actually like show you what I did as well. So might be a cool idea. It's just a slight highest point. Oh, this isn't the highest point. Oh, I did this wrong. I gotta do it this way. Oh. I see, I almost messed that up. There's actually an extra keyframe and a hand movement. I noticed, I generally have no idea. Right. I guess if you like don't really know about like animation terms, like what the fuck I'm talking about. But yeah, I get it. You have no idea what's going on. Also, I think my delivery just arrived. Check. My phone didn't go off. I might want to check anyway. Actually, I will. Oh yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. But yeah, my thing did get delivered. I thought so. I knew it. I knew it. Perfect. Yeah, as I open the door, I can just like hear like all the people like mowing their lawn and leaf blowers, and I swear like to God, it's like every person in my neighborhood. Oh, it's Monday, time for manly things with power tools. It's like, for fuck's sake, every Monday. I swear to God. Oh, I can't wait to use power tools. Christ almighty. Jesus. Hope I don't get like that someday. Actually, I wonder what I'm gonna do when I retire. Or, that's a long way off, but jeez. I'll just stream all day, right? Because why not? As long as like I'll have like energy for something like that. I don't know. And to be fair, there's like a guy that like lives in my apartment complex. He's definitely like an older guy, and he's like retired, but he still like rides his bike, everything. So still like keeping himself active in that regard. So I don't know. Was there an extra? Oh, okay, yeah, I already read that. I already read that comment. Yeah, I think it was most notably recently Dick Van Dyke. He recently turned 100. And then everyone's like, oh, what's your secret to long life? And what that is like, yeah, I still exercise like every day, so more or less just keep yourself active, keep yourself healthy. It's when you slow down, that's when the body kind of just shuts down, right? So but I think it was even he said it was like he himself said, if I die before I hit 100, it'd be really funny. So a little bit morbid, but at least he's got a sense of humor about it. I am also tired, but I'm not drawing. Can I still be here? Yeah, you can be here. Maybe you can just doodle, as they say, do mindless drawing. The kind of drawings that you do when you're on the phone and you just have a pad and paper there, and you just happen to pick it up and then you just start, scribbling away. It doesn't have to be anything amazing. You can draw a circle and a shape and just keep your hand going. So, but I think that's what my mom does. She just has like sketchbooks as, when she watches TV, she just like, draw like a triangle, then draw like, a spiral, and just slowly, eventually, like accumulates to like a bigger picture. So, draw the funky S over and over. Yeah, there you go. You have the collage of S's, and then you can start shading the S's, and then you can start adding depth and shadows, and go from there. There are no limitations to what art can and cannot be. Or you can just draw the one and call it a day. I think it was somebody went to an art museum and took off his shoe and like put it on top of like an empty podium, and everyone came along and was like, "Ooh!" Like looking at it, it was like as if it was like a piece of like crazy, abstract art, and then like laughing because it's like, it's just my shoe, like fucking. At the same time, anything can be art, really. What is it? Someone like took a toilet and like put it on its side and signed his like signature on it, and apparently that was like in museums all over the place. Or the banana taped to the wall. Yeah, exactly. It's like just something like thinking outside the box, but it could be like people that are like fed up with trying to do, you know, trying to impress people. So like, you know, I'm just gonna do something completely utterly abstract and crazy, and then people see them like, oh, this is different. So you have more suggestions this time? Yeah, sure. As long as they're not anything attached to a label. Absolutely. But I think it was like that was like most notoriously like there's been a few artists that were like that. It's like suddenly they started like, you know, their last desperate attempt at something became like their most notorious piece of work. Most notoriously, Scott Cawthon with Five Nights at Freddy's. He was trying for years to make games, and I was like, you know, I'm just gonna make a horror game, fuck it. And that became hugely popular and successful, so. And, it was Sakaguchi. He was making RPG, you know, medieval RPGs for years. And then he made Final Fantasy, and that was supposed to be his last game, and that's why it was called Final Fantasy. And that became hugely popular. And he made 6 more of them, so. Cool, Gentle Breeze from Trauma Center. Alright, I got you. Let's see. Hey, what was I gonna add? Oh yeah, Persona Q, right? You should look at that as well while I'm at it. OST. And then let's do Trauma. Oh, I'm not typing. Trauma. I didn't spell trauma correctly, that's okay. They'll autocorrect it for me. Cool. Gentle Breeze. Gentle Breeze. Oh, there we are. BS2? Looks like it's just called Gentle Breeze. Under the Knife 2? I'm guessing that's like the remastered version of like the DS games, right? I see. There's also Theme of Tika. Okay. I'll have a little listen then. Because, yeah, usually like your handheld games are kind of like their sound font is kind of crushed, so have a listen. Oh, this song? I didn't know this song was from this. Interesting. I've heard this song like a million times. I didn't know it was from this game. Crazy. Interesting. It's that dun dun dun. I've heard that like a billion times. My goodness. Was it Under the Knife 2? Does it sound any different? Oh, that actually sounds much better. Yeah, you can definitely see it. You can definitely hear like the sound is like way better. Much more range. Like it's definitely more fleshed out, that's for sure. The song blew my mind too. Right. Alright, I'll save that then. Actually, I'll play out. But I think it was like that one song from Mother 3, the dancing song. I remember so many people that like didn't know it was from that game, and then they heard it, like, what? It's from this? Right. What game is that? Trauma Center? Looks like it. Under the Knife 2. I mean, I'll pause this and we'll play the which one should I play? The one that has 69 videos, the one that has 54 videos, or the one that is one 30-hour playlist, or 30 minute playlist, sorry. Sure. What do we got? I don't know if I want to go through this one by one. Strange school, locked door. You in Wonderland. I'll have to go through this later. Yeah, no, if you want to listen to me go through these one by one and be like, maybe. Right. It's also a game made by Atlas. Oh, okay, it actually does make sense then. It might be like similar composers then. Wouldn't make sense then. Why it sounds kind of like, has that kind of like same kind of vibe, right? Interesting. Is there anything like really Battle in the Clock Tower, apparently? What's that one? Well, this one ain't bad, but does this have lyrics? That's the one question. Ooh, this might be a bit too hype. Okay, no. Seems like it's fine. But it is like 4 minutes long, so maybe. Oh, that's extended edition that goes for an hour. What the fuck? No, I want more. Ay. I like how somebody took this song and they put their own freaking bumper at the start. I made this, asshole. No, you didn't. Interesting. Oh, this works. Hold that. Interesting. Yeah, okay, I'll have to choose that later. I'll listen to it later. That's how people had to find out where it's from. Man, the Breeze song was almost like the To Be Continued meme of music. Or the closest, I would say. Right. That's weird, but that happens with like a lot of stuff, right? Especially most notoriously, like a lot of the music from Guardians of the Galaxy. Everyone started like listening to that afterwards. Like, you only know it. You only know this from this because it's from this movie, right? It's like, yep, of course. So. Let's see. But yeah, I can't remember what it was that somebody used this song for. Yeah, I can't remember. It was like something that me and my friends used to watch like a lot of back in the day, but I couldn't tell you now. Yeah, it's definitely gone from my brain. Some sort of like probably like cartoon, like some Flash cartoon that somebody made, maybe. So. Yeah, it's in there. I can kind of like see it, like in my mind's eye, I can kind of see it, but I can't like place it. It's like a memory that's like clouded in like mystery. Let's see. Like I can almost remember, but I can't quite. It's fine. Okay. Excellent. Yeah, I can't remember. I'll let you make some progress since you have around 2 songs left. Oh, I see. Hang on, let me go back to my playlist. I've got. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Jesus. Yeah, I did eat before I started, so that's some of that coming back up. Ooh. I do find I'm like usually fine like after I eat, but like the second I like get up and start moving around, I'm saying like, ugh. Start burping all over the place. I think it was actually I heard a story that during COVID, because obviously everyone was like super like aware of like people coughing. Somebody that I know, like after every meal that he makes, he eats, he always like does like a little cough afterwards. And I remember he used to do that like when he's out and about, like after the second he would finish his meal, he'd cough, and everyone would suddenly like laser eyes on him, being like, "What? COVID? Does this guy have COVID?" It's like, no, it's fine. I just ate. Like. So I did find that video, find that funny, that one video. There's some guy at like some sort of like street festival, whatever, like asking questions like some random people. And there's some young lady that does come up, and she has like a very hoarse voice. And after she's done speaking, she's like, "Oh, by the way, I do have COVID. So you might want to watch that microphone." You can see the interviewer just kind of like freezes up in this way. It's like, "Oh, what do I do?" Like. By that point, it's probably too late. So, unfortunate. But there was actually, I never did catch COVID myself, so I guess I was like one of the lucky ones. And even I was like going out every day because I was a, what did they call it? Necessity worker. Because I work at a factory that does like food stuff, so I had to go out and work, so I wasn't able to stay at home. And even like going outside every day, like I never caught COVID, so which is crazy. And like I think I even like told some of my workmates about this, like, you never? I'm like, no, not once. So. So I think it was last year. I had like a lung infection, so that'd probably be like around about the same, I'd say. Oh, actually, I couldn't say, but because I guess I never had COVID, but yeah, I did have a lung infection. I couldn't I was having like hot, cold sweats. Like I had like motion sickness. I was having trouble eating, like it was affecting me all over the place. It wasn't great. And even they did test me for COVID when I was came into the doctors for that, and it came out negative, so. Yeah, I think it was for a week straight, I was almost on the edge of dying, so. Which wasn't great. I wasn't really worried, I'm I'll be fine, but just dealing it wasn't the greatest. I think it was, sounds terrible, yeah, it wasn't great at all. But I do remember I couldn't really watch anything that was too high intensive, motion wise. Otherwise I'd feel sick. So I remember when I was waking up and watching stuff, I was trying to sleep for the most part. But when I was up and watching stuff, I was watching the Angry Video Game Nerd reviews. So because he has those giant videos that are whole entire seasons, and I'm pretty sure I watched almost everything of his from the start. So. In a whole entire week's worth, so. Because I'll just start off the old stuff, the classics, and end up watching almost everything, so. But yeah, hopefully I never have to deal with that again. But I guess at the, you know, I never really knew how I got in the first place, so. But yeah, lucky I went to the doctor and I got some antibiotics, and man, those fucking, that stuff does wonders. Holy crap, that like fixed me up like no tomorrow. Whatever they put in that does wonders for the body. I think that's what the antibiotics are supposed to do. It's supposed to like attack like anything that's like not like made in your body, right? Just get rid of it completely. Any kind of like viruses, so I think. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'll see the song replay. Get out of here. Yeah, now we're talking. Had a sickness a while ago where I couldn't watch high intensity stuff. Had trouble swallowing and moving too much too. Yeah, exactly, same deal. And I remember I could like barely like even like walk and move. Because I think to get down to the doctor's office where I am now, usually it'd take me like a 10-minute walk, but I think it like took me like 40 minutes to walk down there. Like I was moving that slow, so. And I think for a couple of days, all I was eating was I think it was like tinned fruit, and what else was it? There was something else I was like having that was like really easy to eat, but I wasn't actually having like any proper meals because I wasn't able to keep it down. So can't remember what the other thing was. But it was like something that was also like very easy to eat. Can't remember. Can't recall. Wasn't great. Wouldn't recommend. Even though I did get out of a week of work, I would have rather just work the week and have to deal with that again. So was it actually, what was the sickness you had? Yeah, I think it was just an infected lung, that's what they told me, so. Yeah, just for some reason it was like affecting like my whole entire body. It might have been like my body like hadn't really experienced anything like that before, so like my whole entire body was like going into shock, so or something like that, so. I mean, at least we recovered, right? Yeah, though it might have been like the body didn't really know what it was, so it was like trying to get rid of it however it could, right? It's like, you know, like sometimes when, you know, you have a headache, you feel sick as well. It's like you're not really sick, it's just the body's like freaking out. Same deal. It's trying to get rid of it however it can. Strange how that works. Cannot self-diagnose, must try everything. I guess that's why like working in a hospital must be such like a hard job, right? Because I think like what was it, they went through that in the House MD show, where they're like trying to diagnose like what would be wrong with some people. But it's like they have this, this, and this. Okay, so it could be this, this, and either this. But then at the end of the episode, it's like, oh, it was this other thing that we didn't even think of. Oh, it was so simple, right? I remember that was like pretty much like every episode. It could be this crazy thing. He has ammonia. Oh no! Oh, it turns out it was actually something really simple. He ate a pea that had bug juice on it, or I don't know. I think one was like a guy like swallowed a toothpick, so it was like rupturing his insides because he thought he just like ingested, but it was just stuck in his stomach. It was like puncturing his stomach. So, one out of 10 would not try again. Too long. Took too long to patch. Right. You gotta patch this in real life. I mean, I guess like at the end of the day, we're like still fighting the common cold. We haven't like come up with a cure for that yet, so we've dumped all this money into the cure for COVID-19, but how come we can't get any funding for the cure for the common cold, huh? Well, I guess that's like treatable, but well, I guess also COVID is at this point, but. I remember. It's hard to say. What time is it now? Okay. How long have we been out of life actually? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. It might keep going for like maybe another half an hour. We'll see. How sauce spinach it then? Exactly. Yeah, at least like a couple of hours worth of this. I make a little bit of progress. As we do. And then I'll probably just want to lay down and chill out, have a bit of a nap. Because I do have work tonight, but it's like not, you know, it's obviously going to happen much later tonight, but I want to at least get some rest. And my bloody, I think my neighbor's been like working on something in his backyard for like the last like 3 weeks or something like that. Because like I don't know if it's like build an extra room like at the back of his, you know, his establishment or something, but because I saw that he was like building like wooden flooring. I'm like, oh, he's building like a deck or something. That's alright. No, he'll be done in like, you know, a week and a half. But then I saw he's like starting to like build walls. I'm like, what is he building the whole entire fucking, you know, room out there? Like, what's happening? But yeah, the annoying part is he's out there all day. So starts at like 7, 8 in the morning. He's like out there until like 4 p.m. I'm like, that's cool. I don't want to go to sleep or anything. Thank you. Please keep on making hammer and or, you know, cutting noises and this and that. And... So I'm pretty sure we listen to them on as well. Skip. Oh yeah, I'm also going to be tired as well. Ugh. As long as I get a little bit of sleep before work, it's fine. At least, you know, 4 hours worth is alright. So I think you don't want to do like, you know, a shift on like 2 hours of sleep, that's the worst, but 4 hours is fine, 6 hours is better. 8 hours is preferable, but you know, some days I'm like just laying there, it's like, yep! I gotta be up in like 3 hours. Yep, I'm just laying here. That'd be cool if I go to sleep. Uh-huh. So, it happens. Yeah, I do find usually the best idea is to have a few hours worth, wake up for a bit, then have, you know, a couple more hours worth, and then get up, and then you're ready to go. Not necessarily ready to go, but as good as you can be. That happens with so many songs. It's like it gets to the point where it starts being a bit annoying, and then like when it gets to that point, it fades out. Right. I'm just about to skip it, then it's like it just ends. I'm like, you lucky son of a. It knows. Your hand is feeling alright, jeez. Okay.
Dude, sweet.
Okay. Okay, I think I might need to drag this. So I need one. Actually, yeah, that should be alright. Trying to see if I can work with how many frames I have. I can put one in the middle there. And then I can a couple here. Oh, that should work actually. Just like I add 2 here and 1 in there. Okay. Got it. Okay, let's see. Just gotta make sure the animation is like nice and slow and smooth. If it slows, then it speeds up again. Won't make much sense. So I gotta kind of like see if I can. Oh, actually should be alright. Okay. Nobody'll notice, right? But then I'll notice and I'll be like, ah, looks like shit. I gotta fix it. Damn, it's like really making me want to go back and play Crash Bandicoot. I remember I did go back and I did play through the Insane Trilogy. Is it the Insane Trilogy or the Insanity Trilogy? I can't remember one of the two, but I remember I did beat all 3 of those games in like one sitting. Not all 3 in one sitting, but each game in one sitting each. So one sitting for Crash 1, one sitting for Crash 2, and one sitting for Crash 3. And I think I did beat them all in like 4 hours each, so not too bad. But something I like to do is definitely go back and like 100% them, which I've never done, so that's probably something I want to do if I ever went back and I played those again. So. Absolutely. At the same time, there's like so many games. It's like but I want to play something else. But what games are you looking forward to right now? I think there's a couple. I believe ones that actually have dates. There are a few games that I'm looking forward to that don't actually have any dates yet, but I believe for next month it's Yakuza 3 and Resident Evil 9. I want to try out both of those. So remember how I said before I wasn't spending any money on any new games, but hey, that's an exception, right? But I believe it's also Reanimal comes out. I think the same day as Yakuza 3, and that's by the same creators of Little Nightmares 1 and 2, which I'm a big fan of. And also it has co-op as well, so I want to play through that with a friend of mine. Because I think we recently played through Little Nightmares 3 together, and that was such a fucking letdown. Oh my god, so I'm crossing my fingers that it's going to be good this time, so. Because god, Little Nightmares 3 was so underwhelming. To be fair, it was made by a completely different team than Little Nightmares 1 and 2, so. But I think aside from that, let me have a look. Let me see here. Games 20. Where's my numbers? There we are. Games for 2026. Let me tell you. What else we got? What is that? Oh, these are movies. Oh, I see. I was like, wait, what's Street Fighter? Let's see. January, February. Actually, we're just starting February, aren't we now? Yes, we are. Okay. But I think those are the 3 for February. God, this song's annoying. Skip. Oh yeah, Tomodachi Life that comes out April. Because I was a big fan of the original. The original was such a weird game. I'm absolutely looking forward to the next one. So. What else we got? Oh yeah, Bubsy 4D. I might check that out. It's kind of cool. The Halloween multiplayer game. Hopefully it's decent. Grand Theft Auto 6, obviously. Everyone's going to be playing that. And in terms of games that do not have any release dates, let's have a look. They're doing another Binding of Isaac, really. That's still getting updates, I guess. Interesting. And let's see here. I got Genshin Attack. That game looks amazing. It's more or less like an on-rails, like grinding, but you play as a train. I'm very much looking forward to that, whenever that comes out. Oh yeah, Double Shaker's coming out this year, that's cool. Very nice. Inspired by Mischief Makers. Might be cool. Oh god, I'm getting tired. Uh-oh. I'm at the G's. We're getting through. Actually, I probably should put this on screen so you can see, right? That actually might be a good idea. Rather than being like, Hang on one second. Hang on, let me see here. How do I do this again? I know how to use OBS, I swear. Hang on, I'll do it over here actually. Whoop! Window capture. Hang on, can we do this? Yeah! There you go! Let me actually make it a bit more plausible. Because I know how to do this now. You do Alt, and you go, whoa! And you go, ugh! There we go. Okay, so... where are we? Human Fall Flat 2, that could be cool. Because I remember I did play through Human Fall Flat 1 and that was quite good. Hell's Marble 1943. What is that? Never even heard of that. Let's see. Skydance Media. Never heard of that. But yeah, Marvel Token Fighting Souls. That might be cool. Made by the same guys that made Dragon Ball Fighters and Guilty Gear. So might be cool. Oh yeah, Marvel's Wolverine. That might be alright. To be fair, I did actually. I got Marvel Spider-Man 2, but I haven't actually played it yet. So. Like, I watched somebody play, like, a couple of, like, the cool parts, and I'm like, eh. I don't know, for some reason I just not in the mood, I guess. Oh, yeah, Mina Holowa. That's gonna be cool. That was supposed to be out by now, but made by the same creators that made Shovel Knight. But now it has an unknown date, because they're like, we want to refine it, we want to make it really cool, so... Which is kind of ironic, because apparently, like, the studio is pretty close to getting shut down, because... They actually need to actually make some money, so they're kind of like, you guys better release this soon. It actually does look really cool from the trailer, so hopefully. Might be, they just kind of perfectionists, maybe. I don't know. Hard to say. What else we got? Phasma movie's already out. Oh, I think it's coming to Switch as well. Let's see. Ratatan. Rhythm Heaven Groove? What? Oh, that's right. That was announced like ages ago, right? Right. Cool. Yeah, I've always enjoyed the Rhythm Heaven series. I think it was like last time they did a Rhythm Heaven game. It had like this weird narrative. Like I think remember it was like I was trying to like mash through it the whole entire time. I was like, I don't care. I just want to play the game. Right. No, I didn't do that. Had like this ongoing like thread story going through the whole entire game. I was just like mashing through it the whole entire time. So I'm just like, I want to play the game. I don't care. Right. Spine. What a name. Oh, that is not the game I was expecting. I was expecting like a horror game. Squadron 42. Isn't that? Oh, yeah, it's right here. Yeah, Star Wars Galactic Racer. I remember I was a big fan of Star Wars Racer on Nintendo 64, so that'd be cool. Though I don't think that's going to be coming out this year, but we'll see. Steins Gate. Doesn't like an anime. Tiny Metal. Tomb Raider. Oh, that's right. They announced like 2 Tomb Raider games. I'm like, I'd rather just play the original. Like, okay. I don't think I've ever played any of the modern Tomb Raider games. I'm like, alright, that's cool. Warhammer. Oh, excuse me. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. I don't think I even like played like the most recent Yoshi game. Like nothing will ever beat Yoshi's Islands. Like even like how cool Yoshi's Story was. I'm like, yeah, it's not as good as Yoshi's Island, obviously. So they went as hard as they could right away. Apex Legends. Oh, Apex Legends got discontinued on the Switch. I see. Interesting. Vampire the Masquerade. Oh, I'm guessing that probably got cancelled from how poorly Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 did. Yeah. If you haven't heard the story behind that game, it was like apparently like nothing like the original game. Can you still see this? You can! Let's, what? But yeah, they more or less just used the name, and apparently it was nothing like the original game, so... And apparently it got reworked from the ground up like multiple times, and... Ugh. Tragic. Because I remember even when I saw the title, I was like, ooh! I remember Bloodlines 1, that game was cool! And then just seeing what it turned into, I'm like, no thanks! Apparently there was a team that did want to make it cool, but apparently they all got kicked off the team, and there was a whole entire like new team that tried to cobble together and a big mess, really. So it's a shame. Because that was like one of those games that like every single time somebody messages it, they're like, "Oh yeah, I want to play the game again." Talk about the sequel, and I was like, ew, stinky. No, thank you. From SMT4, right? Yeah, I thought so. Speaking of games I want to go back and play every single time I hear about them. Oh, that really tempts me to boot up my 3DS and play through SMT4 again. Oh my god, such a good game. I think it was I did try to play through. I've probably talked about this before, but I did try to play through SMT3. I did try to like SMT3, but it was just kind of like, I don't know. Just a lot of things, like, I was definitely probably way too spoiled in SMT4. Because a lot of the things that made 4 great weren't there in 3. So it was kind of like, I'm good. It was kind of like, here's you know, cookies and cream ice cream. Oh yeah, great! I love cookies and cream ice cream. Here's vanilla ice cream. You know, it's kind of cool, but where's the cookie chunks? Oh no, we didn't come up with them yet when we developed this. You know, it's just as good, right? Except vanilla. Trying to compare SMT games to ice cream, but you know, you get what I mean. Dude, it does happen with like a lot of Atlas RPGs. They'll take like concepts and they kind of like rework them into other games. Like even Persona 5. It even has like the hold-up system from SMT. And the baton system. And all that jazz. To be fair, I guess at the same time, like I'd go back and play through Persona 4 and not be like, oh man, if only they had all the things that made Persona 5 great. Like, I'm not saying that, but that's hard to say. It's very difficult. I guess there's just like a lot of things that do make SMT4 very unique in its own regard. A lot of things they didn't really do again. A lot of themes they didn't really do again. It really makes you want to look into what was it, Strange Journey, that spin-off game. Because I always see that referenced. And apparently, like, that's a game that takes place in like Antarctica, so. Because SMT usually takes place in Japan, and like that's very different, so. Might be cool. It's like The Thing, but with demons. No, it's not. I made that up. Or is it? Whew. Yeah, we're gonna probably just finish off this frame and then call it there. And then have a good old relaxing time. Cause I just like wanted to draw for a bit anyway. I was really just gonna draw and like watch the videos of it. I thought streaming could also be cool. And it was. So I was right. My phone's making noises at me. Oh, that's right, yeah, because I think a friend of mine wants me to make a shirt for him. It might be that. Because then I've got a friend that is like, you do art, right? So I want you to help me with this and this and this. And he gives me like, a few bucks here and there, so I'm not doing it for free, but the same time, I'm like, I want to like, you know, I got like a cartoon I gotta work on, but at the same time, it just didn't take me long, so. Alright. Yeah, probably end up working on that next weekend anyway, so. They don't have time right now. I mean, I could, but still. That's the thing you don't want to do, right? You don't want to burn yourself out. Not that I've been working on this for this long, but... You know, I do find like there are days, like, if I sometimes feel a bit more motivated than others. And I do feel like there are some times, like even when I have been working on this, when I haven't been working on this for that long, I do feel more motivated to work on the long run, because I'm like, oh, it's been a while. So, that's what I'd say. Oh, I forgot to draw the shirt. Oops. My bad. Okay, oh, that's a bit of a crooked line. Yeah, that's better. Super. Goodness. Okay, so now it looks like this.
Dude, sweet.
Yes, that's almost there, so it needs some more in-betweens here and here and here to smooth that out. And then from there, I just gotta do this part.
Oh man, I can't wait to...
And no one ate dinner that night.
So, almost there. The end of the scene is in sight, and then we'll be one more scene down, right? Yes. Oh god, this song again? What the fuck? It literally did play. What the hell's with this playlist? Jeez. Goodness gracious. Yeah, but cheers for watching if you're here, as usual. I'll work on this again later. Hopefully not again in another month, but yeah. We'll see. And I'll try to get around to recording that next commentary thing for my for the next part of my cartoon series, I guess. Yeah, because I've done the first two parts now, so I should do the third part relatively soon. So, it all depends when I have the free time to, and when I remember to, so... Yeah. So yeah, as always, I appreciate it. And yeah. I'll see y'all whenever I see you. Until then, goodbye.